website concept. Okay, students, now first we will begin with static web page. What is a static web page? First of all, static web page means static means that does not change. All right, means here the information once uploaded will not get changed until the user or the programmer whomsoever it is changing it. Okay, so static web pages are for the constant information. Okay, and static web pages are very simple pages written in language such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. And when a server receives a request for a static web page, then the server sends the response to the client without doing any additional process. Means there will be no addition. Okay, and the whatever information will be there, that will be displayed, and these web pages are seen through a web browser as these were designed. In static web pages, pages will remain same until someone changes. That is very important point in a static web page. Okay, that is a very important point in a static web page. All right, and pages will remain the same until someone changes. So this is an important line. It manually and deploy these on the web server, so it has to be changed manually. First of all, whenever the changes will require, then the programmer or any whomsoever is using the web page, okay, or the web page owner, they have to change it, or he or she has to change it, okay, manually, and then again it will be uploaded into the web server. So you can see the diagram out here. Web browser, HTTP request, it will go to the web server and send straight the HTTP response to the web browser. Okay, that is what actually the static web page. Okay, so first of all, these are very simple, written in very simple language, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, BB whatsoever it may be. And when a server receives a request for a static web page, the server sends the response to the client without doing any additional process or changes. Okay, so it has to be changed by the owner or the programmer or whomsoever is using this particular web page. All right, that is the thing. So pages will remain the same until someone changes. Okay, so that is the meaning of the static web page. Okay, that is the things. Now we are coming to the dynamic web page. Dynamic web pages are written in languages such as JSP, ASP.NET, okay, etc., PHP, etc. in dynamic web pages. The content of web pages varies as per the requirements of the visitor. Okay, means the additional things will change automatically. Automatic change will take place, and if we log into any website, then our name is displayed. Similarly, if other person, what will happen? If we log on to any website, then our name is displayed. Similarly, if any other person log in the same site, his name will be displayed. It takes more time to load than the static web page, and the dynamic web pages are used where the information is changed frequently, say for a stock exchange, say for a scoreboard for a cricket match or a football match whatsoever, and a weather forecast, etc. Okay, so that is the basic difference between the static and dynamic web page. In the static web page, the content does not change instantly, and wherever in the dynamic web page, there will be a constant changes if any updation occurs. All right, so that is the thing. Now what is happening? Dynamic web pages are used where the information is changed temporarily. So the places where it is required more, there the changes will occur. Then what will happen? Web server will send the request, and the HTTP request will be served by the web server. And here is an intermediate step, that is the step 2, server side script prepare the web page. Okay, so in the web server actually the changes will take place, and here the server side script prepare the web page. Again it will change back to the web server, then the HTTP response will go to the web browser. Means there is a process of that there is a clear process of changing the content in this particular step, which was not present in the static web page. That is the thing. Okay, that is the main difference between the static and dynamic web page. All right, so this is the web browser sent HTTP request to the web server, and there will be a server side change, okay, of the script that with which it has been written, and again it will be reloaded to the web server. Finally the HTTP response will reach to the web browser. Fine, that is the thing. Now the thing is that what we will see, okay, that is the difference between the static and dynamic web page. Very important content of this website concept. Okay, so there are two types of pages, as you all know. that is the static web page and the dynamic web page, and pages will remain same until someone changes it manually. That is the static web page property, and the content of pages are different for different visitors. Okay, that is changing, that change actually occur as per the visitor's requirement. Static web pages are written in language such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. Dynamic web pages are written in languages such as CGI, Ajax, ASP.NET, etc. Okay, ASP means active server page. Okay, so complexity is very less out here, and the dynamic web page preparation is quite complicated. Okay, information are changed rarely, but information are changing frequently. Okay, it takes less time for loading, whereas the dynamic web pages are taking more time for loading. Okay, here the database has not been used, the database has been used. Okay, so the database in mostly the updation, the inventory system of a particular shopping warehouse or a shopping mall or whatsoever, and the university or the college results or the school results. Okay, where the updation is required, because two persons having different roll number, maybe different registration number, so the pages will be different for them. Okay, that is the thing. Clear? So it cannot be same. So that's why it has been rightly said that the content of pages are different for the different visitors. Okay, but in the static web page, pages will remain same until someone changes it manually. That is the main difference between the static and dynamic web page. All right. Okay, so next move to the next content, that is the web server. What is a web server? What is a web server? A web server is a computer where the web contents are being stored or uploaded. Okay, basically web server is used to host the websites and deliver the resources whenever required by the user through web browser. Okay, in more technical term, we can say that it is a program that uses the HTTP. HTTP means hypertext transfer protocol for serving files that create web pages for users in response to the request that is sent by the HTTP clients of their computer is called a web server. Okay, so that is the thing. So technically web server is doing what? Web server is actually serving us the content when requested, okay, through web browser. That is the particular purpose of a web server. So whatever pages are being uploaded, okay, so there are two types of server. Windows server is there, Linux server is also there. So wherever it will be hosted, okay, and the server will go to the request will go to that particular server only for that particular website. Okay, and then it will be upload and then it will be sent to the browser. Okay, whenever a user will make the request. Okay, so that is why this flowchart is showing like this. Web browser, user is sending the HTTP request, it is going to the web server, and then the HTTP response will come, and then finally it will be displayed into the web browser. So web browsers are what? Web browsers are actually to see the web contents. Okay, to view the web contents. Actually those are known as actually the hypertext content. Okay, clear? Okay, now we are coming to the next part of it. Okay, features of a web server. What are its features? Okay, that we will see now. Okay, so first of all, it is secured. Okay, in the sense, first in speed means high bandwidth. Okay, able to mitigate bandwidth congestion. If there is any problem in the bandwidth, then it will just compromise, and the web page will be sent. It may take some time. Okay, maximum uptime means always response. Okay, clear? The response will come in no time. Okay, or it take little more time also. Sometimes it depends upon the traffic in the particular channel. Okay, support most of server side scripting languages. Okay, scripting languages in the sense JavaScript, VB ASP.NET script, all these things, and the user interface is very easy, and virtual hosting can also be done via web server. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so these are the features of a web server. Okay, now we are coming to the functions. What are its functions? Okay, it stores and secures website data. Okay, first of all, that is the thing. So no unauthorized person can go inside the server or can change the script. Okay, so it is always protected via login, username and password. Okay, provides web database access, provides web database access. If there is any database, it has to be uploaded first in the server, and then it will provide the necessary information. Serve the end user request. End user means those who are actually sending the request via the via web browser. And bandwidth controlling to regular network traffic. Virtual hosting of course is there, and server side web scripting is also there. Means web script is actually writing the programs on the server side. Okay, so in order to make it available, okay, available to the user, so whenever user will send the request, the updated data will be displayed for a dynamic website, and whatever is stored for the static website, that will also be displayed. So these are the functions of a web server. Okay, that is the thing. Next is coming over here, web server example. We are having the Apache Web Server. Okay, so this is 1996 maintained by Apache Foundation, most used web server. Okay, IIS Internet Information Services by Microsoft, NGINX 2002 by Igor Sayosev, used for large websites with too much traffic. Apache Tomcat is also there, initiated by Sun Microsystems in 1999, transferred to Apache Software Foundation afterwards. Okay, and Light HTTPD, okay, that is 2003, uses a very low memory, CPU and disk space for small web hosting projects. Okay, these are the web server examples, and nowadays many web server is just like, say, for Yahoo server is there, Google server is there, so all are the web servers only. Okay, so that is the thing. Next is, we are coming over here, okay, the web hosting. So web hosting means what? Whenever you are making a website, you need to make it available in the web. In that case, you need to purchase some space in the web server. Okay, so for that you have to pay something to the to the web server agency or whomsoever, okay, in order to make it available over there. Okay, you can say as a maintenance fee. Okay, so web hosting is the place where all the files of your website live. Okay, sometimes the free web hosting is also possible. Okay, but for the commercial purpose and other business purpose, we need to pay. Paid services always good. Okay, so web hosting is the place where all the files of your website live. Okay, in the web server. So it is like the home of our website where it actually lives. So a good way to think about this, if the domain is the address of our house, okay, say .com, okay, say .com, so a commercial site, then web hosting is the actual house that address point to. Okay, all websites on the internet need web hosting. Okay, without web hosting it will not be available in the World Wide Web. Okay, that is the thing. And the domain names and web hosting are two different services. Okay, however, they work together to make the websites possible. Okay, so the domain names and the web hosting, these are connected actually. Okay, it is possible with the system known as DNS, that is the domain naming server. Okay, that is the thing. So web hosting, where it will be done? Web hosting always to be done in the web server, and web server will serve the request for the user whenever asked. Okay, so that is actually known as an HTTP response. Okay, an HTTP request will go from the user or the internet server or the end user, whatever you say, and the HTTP response will be served by the web server. Okay, so that's why all the files needed to be loaded into the web server, okay, which is known as web hosting. Okay, so that is the thing. So in the web hosting, what happens? We are actually keeping all our files in the web server, and whenever the request to be made, it will be sent back to the browser once again. So that is actually known as web hosting. Fine. So next we are going to the last part of this. There are four main types of web hosting. That is the thing. So what is this? That is called shared hosting, shared by multiple domains or websites. Okay, then virtual private hosting, actually that is the private server. The main server is split into multiple virtual servers, hence the name. These virtual servers can be customized by the individual website owners. Okay, dedicated hosting means website being hosted on a dedicated server, have complete technical control over the server settings, and this is the best way of hosting, and we choose the software configurations and anything else we need. And cloud hosting is also possible. Cloud hosting plans come with multiple remote servers. Okay, so suppose if you are sitting in India, you want to upload some website in the Australian web server. Okay, in that case the cloud hosting will be possible. Each server has different responsibilities. If one of the server is compromised or has a problem, the other server on the network will take it over, and it will serve all the purposes that the web server is supposed to do. That is the thing. So this is known as cloud hosting. And reseller hosting and WordPress hosting are also specific type of hosting. Okay, so mainly cloud hosting and the dedicated hosting are the popular one. Okay, these two types of hosting will give a very good web service to the website owner. Okay, and in this case what will happen, so traffic also will be regulated in such a way that okay, many people can visit this, and at the same time okay, it will have a very good impact in the world wide web. Okay, so these are the end of the website concepts. Okay, so thank you. Please study this and try to understand the concept and the main thing that has been discussed during explanation. Okay, thank you.